Hello guys. Today we're going to kickstart a brand new Madden series of Madden 2004 training videos. So we're going to kick the series off by going over each regular team, all 32 regular teams in this game. And we're going to go in alphabetical order. We're going to start with Chicago Bears. Now, I actually already did a video of this, but something I've been having random audio conversion issues, and a lot of it I think is because I've been trying to record HD and converting it to the MP4 converter so I can download to YouTube. It's a convoluted process, and I just did some experimenting, and I found out a way to make things look like what they should look like, the widescreen formats with that, but at the same time go back to the previous format I was using, which is more friendlier for the type of camera I'm using. So it's gonna be a little experimental. So if it doesn't quite look right, that's why. So I apologize for that. But this this format will hopefully eliminate that audio issue that I had in a few videos that I've uploaded recently. Um, and one that may be upcoming through a different series. But yeah, so let's get started with the team. Let's look at the rosters. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Bears. So got a lot of '90s players in this. All right, so let's go over the quarterback. So Stewart is your best guy. Even though Chandler's a point better, I suggest Grossman over him. And so speed, Stewart's pretty fast in this game compared to everyone else. So you can get away with a little scrambling. And he does have the best awareness. Actually, Chandler does. Awareness is pretty big here in this game. Break tackle can help if you're trying to break out of the pocket. Throw power, Grossman has the best throw power and tied for best with accuracy. So he has the best arm. But awareness wise, it's not quite there. It's not the worst awareness I've seen in a rookie quarterback, but not the best. Um, Stamina is the biggest thing in this game is injury, because if your player has a terrible injury ratio, they will not play. No matter how great their overall is, they will not play. Toughness helps too. Now Chandler is awful in those areas. He cannot stand in a game no matter what his stats are. So you want to put Grossman in at second. You're going to start Stewart just because he's so physically dominant, even though he doesn't have the best arm. The offensive weapons, you might be tempted to start Grossman, but I will warn you, he is just a pocket passer, and he's a rookie. And we all know what happened with Grossman, so just keep an eye on that. Halfbacks, it's no contest. Thomas is your guy. He's not fast. He has 85 speed. He has decent awareness. He's catching. Running backs in this game, usually good. Running backs who can catch out of the backfield are usually in 60s. His ability to carry is kind of weak though, 77. For a power back, that's pretty low. His break tackle's 90. That is awesome. And injury rating is alright. He's not the toughest either. For a power back, he can't carry the best, and he's not the toughest. So that's something to keep in mind when you're playing him. Unfortunately, your options aren't that much better. So you're gonna have to keep that in mind. Your fullbacks are decent. 76 Sheldon, he'll get the job done. Pritchett, he's all right backup fullback. He is better receiver, but yeah, Shelton you're gonna go with because his blocking ability is the best by far. The and injury rating is alright, but it's not the best. Receiving, it's the Marty Booker show. Des White and David Terrell, they're solid number 2, number 3s. They have decent speed in this game. The rest of the guys, they're not really worth getting into all that much. Awareness is Marty Booker. So so it's up to you guys yourselves to determine who you want as number 2, either Des or Terrell. Des has the best awareness and best speed. Um, Terrell's slightly better at catching and carrying, and he's way better at jumping too, and breaking tackles. And let's see, let's look here. Stamina, Terrell. Injuries, Terrell. Toughness is Terrell. So a lot of it seems like Terrell seems to be slightly better. So even though he doesn't have the best speed awareness, you may want to give him the edge. But I'll leave that up to you guys. Alright, Titan's not a lot. Clark's your man. He can catch fine. He can break tackles decently. He's a slightly above average balanced tight end. And he has decent injury ratings. Now the rest of the guys, they're just kind of hanging around as backups. Nothing really that much there. Left tackles, pretty even. They're both pretty not very good. You might want to go with Gandy over him, but if we look over here, Gandy is like, he will not play a whole game. He will get hurt. But he's tougher, ironically, than Robertson. So you're kind of gonna have to keep an eye out for these guys. You may have to use them throughout the game. Tucker's solid. There's no contest here. Um, yeah, great running. Yeah, nothing worry there. Now the center is also stacked. You're not gonna use the backup. He is fantastic. Cruz is gonna be the guy to end all guys here. Doesn't have the best stamina though, so that's something you have to keep in mind. Right guard, Chris is your guy, but he's average. Awareness isn't the best, but let's look here. He's a run blocker, and he's good at run blocking. Pass block, he's a little weak, but he's a right guard, so injury's a little low, but he'll do. Right tackle, about the same boat. Um, he's only a 1-year vet, so he might get a little better if you play long term. He's kind of balanced running lineman though, so his injury's alright. It looks like he could get better if you like play this in a franchise mode, but for casual tournament play, that's kind of you're not really gonna see that. And I will say off note that after playing this a lot of time, if two players are the same rating, go with the younger player because I noticed that younger players, if even if they're not the best players, they're more likely to have big games than older players because older players seem to not have as much zip to them or something. It's something in the game that makes it could seem like in a perfect storm the younger player will triumph over the older player, even if the older player has the advantage. Um, Philip Daniels, right, back to the left end. Philip Daniels, he's solid. Um, yeah, you're not gonna use the backup guy at all. He's an alright starting left end. Uh, Brown and Haynes, it's closer. Brown is faster, but it looks like Haynes edges him in the other important areas. So, oh no, some my Madden 04 has a ton of scratches, and surprisingly, it runs smoothly for the most part. I mean, that what you just saw only happened like once in a blue moon, and then it resumes. So those discs hold up well. Um, but yeah, it's up to you guys. I understand the temptation to use Brown because he is a whole lot faster, but don't be afraid to throw in Haynes. DT's you're stacked. You got Trailer, Washington, Robinson is probably the best third string D tackle in the game. Um, they are older though, but let's look at these. Let's see. Yeah, let's look at the injury stuff. Yeah, the injury part is a little worrisome because 75, 74, they're older, and he's 67, the third stringer. So they are tough though, so they'll hold on in there. Oh no. Huh, never done it twice like that before, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Um, Linebacking, left side's not the best. They got a young guy there, but he's not really any better than Caldwell. Caldwell, It's about the same speed, a little stronger, slightly better awareness, but tackling not that much difference. Let's look at Knight can stay in the game. Yeah, it's pretty dead on. You're probably just better off leaving Caldwell in because he is better technically, but Knight, it's tempting to put Knight in. Urlacher you're going to leave in. I mean, there's not much to go over because all the important stuff he is like jacked in like crazy. The other middle guy don't even bother. Lord Coldman's solid too, and you're going to leave him in too. There's no real reason to worry about him at all, really. Cornerbacks, so a young Charles Tillman, and just 1 point behind Roosevelt Williams. And McMillan right there, and McQuarters is actually very great in this game. He has great awareness. His ability to catch is almost 70, and that is great for a corner in this game. And you're going to need it because there's some passing juggernauts in this game. Let's see, Roosevelt Williams. Jerry Azuma, he's pretty decent at catching too. Carrying, alright, jumping is big too for these guys. Break tackles. Tackling, Azuma's a better tackler. Alright, let's look at stamina. Good stamina. Resistant injuries is pretty decent. Toughness, Quarters isn't the toughest, but the rest of the guys need to get a little better though with that. So Azuma is pretty solid number 2 corner. And he's young too. These guys are young. They could easily get better over time if you play them long term. Invest in their strengths and weaknesses. So Mike Brown, he's a great free safety. There's no reason to take him out. Yeah, he's not going out. Strong safety, he's above average. Yeah, he's all right. I mean, a little low on the injury side, but he's all right. Punter's great. Let's look at the power here. Or, yeah, 89-92 solid. No, that's the kicker. Sorry, my bad. The punter's great too, 91-92. But yeah, that's the whole team there now. Last time I played, I made some changes because I was also going to experiment with the gameplay stuff. So, and it looked like it saved good. I leave it on a difficulty pro. You can change that. I left injuries on, pre-existing. I left everything on except for one thing. I turned on accelerated clock, and accelerated clock does help a lot. And we'll go over that in this game. Penalties, you can turn them off. I'm going to leave them on because they kind of add to the game. But for tournament play, I think leaving them off will be fine. Easy play. What I did originally, I reversed everything on easy play to the standard stuff except for one thing. I kept the play clock off. Now, when I played the game, I realized that a team could just simply run the clock down and not incur any penalties. So I think in the future, I think I'm going to try with the play clock on, but for this game, I'm going to leave it off just to kind of give you guys an idea of what it is. So now we're going to play a game. Now we're going to go over some of the teams that would be good matchups, and I will say I will release a tier list after I go through all the teams, so you guys will have an idea. And I'll do that through a very short video. So the Bears. Alright, let's look. So I noticed that the overalls are very within range with each other, so when I make a tier list, a lot of the team, there might be some very close separations. So Ravens are a great matchup. Bears only have a 1 point edge on offense, and they're even overall. Redskins are the perfect matchup, and we're going to do them in this game. Saints are kind of close, but yeah. Seahawks are kind of close too. That Texans are a little below. I wouldn't put them at the same level. Titans are better. Minnesota, I don't know about Minnesota in all honesty. Bengals, they're a little bit weaker. Bills are, yeah, not those teams. Browns are a bit on the weak side. Cardinals are definitely on the weak side. Chargers would be a good matchup. They're a little bit better on offense, but they, it's hard to say. Chiefs, no. Colts, no. Definitely not Colts. Even though their Colts defense sucks, the Bears offense isn't that much better. Cowboys, a little too weak. Dolphins, no. Eagles, no. Falcons, no. Not Falcons. Not Giants. Jaguars would be a decent matchup, I think. Jets, nah, not. Lions aren't strong enough. Packers are too good. Panthers would be a good matchup. Patriots, no. Raiders, no. Rams, no. So we're gonna do Redskins. Um, Also, I will say this. I will go over playbooks at some point too in the future. In addition to that, I will definitely say for tournament play you may want to consider using some limited playbooks, maybe only like bare minimum of plays, because it'll make the game go quicker and faster to go through a game. Because when you have a play clock along with an accelerated clock, the game will move pretty fast, so you don't want to waste time looking through plays. Alright, let's get through all this. I would say going back to this, last time I played this when I did the Madden before franchise remote review, and going back to it after so much time has passed, I have to say this game, I, I really glad I'm doing this with this game. This is a great game to do this in. And hold on a sec. I'm actually going to set a timer stopwatch. And I'm gonna time and see how long this game takes to complete with the accelerated clock and everything. And I'm gonna do Ask Madden just to get through the plays quicker. If it's a play I don't like, I'll look for a different play. Oh, I almost got intercepted there. I will say, when I did play them on the other video that I can't upload, I did beat them pretty well, but each game's different. Thomas is good. Yeah, see how the clock, it's not like Tecmo where it's a steady stream, it's like fine, and then after you select a play, it like fast forwards for like 20 seconds. I will say though, for the 2-minute warnings, when it gets close to the 2-minute warnings, they'll stop doing that. So that's a good sign there. Oh, I love doing play action in these games. It just flows so well. Um, and I'm doing a timer because I wanted to try to get these Madden games to try to more of a tournament. Oh shit! I'm gonna challenge that. I will say, because I wanted to get the game length within, because a normal Madden game for 3-minute quarters without any real changes besides quarter length is like 30 to 40 minutes. And I wanted to see if I can get a game within 20 to 30 minutes for like a tournament play or something. Because the main point of the series is just try to kind of in-depth game. Ah, stood. But also leave a blueprint for possible tournaments. Because I believe that this game is a deserves to be used in a tournament to a degree. So I kind of wanted to. I will say a lot of people pick linebacker or defensive back. I picked lineman because I played defensive lineman in high school. So that position comes very natural to me. And I've always played that in all the games I've played, football games. There's some football games I played other positions in, but those games are pretty wonky, like Backbreaker. Tecmo I could do it in because of the way it's shown. Oh, good. That. Oh no, that's out of bounds. Are you kidding me? Can I replay that? Oh, I accidentally called a timeout. Shit. Oh well. Well, I'm not gonna waste another challenge because I only have one timeout left. So we'll just wait. I'll just eat it. The Mad computer's funky because you could be on the same difficulty. In one game you could kill the team, the other game the team can kill you. So it's always a different thing. Who got hurt? Now Redskins, they're kind of. I will go over their roster when I go over this team, but they're kind of a weird team because they actually have great receivers and their quarterback has a good arm, but he is a rookie and he's not strong. They don't have a great running game. Their defense has some good players, but they're not the best team in the game. The Bears, in all honesty, actually have a lot of great players. I'm surprised they're rated so low. But if you look at some of the key positions, they don't have a lot of great linemen. Their quarterback situation needs help, and their running game needs a boost. And the receiving is all right, but it could be better. Their defense is great though. Outside of the defensive ends could be better, but outside of that, it's a pretty great defense. Now, first time I did this, I made some adjustments to the depth chart, but I'm not going to do that here just because the only real adjustments was the return game, and I'm not here to fuss over that too much here. Oh man, they just got in there. I couldn't do nothing. Now, you do have the advantage of, uh, thanks, Booker. Let's run the ball. Yeah, that'll help you a lot because if the defense favors the side, you can just flip it. And the thing is that's why it won't hurt you to cut down the playbooks, because then I should have flipped it. Oh, there's penalty. Oh, jeez. That was wide open. We got some good yardage. Ah, that wasn't going to be there. Ah, they're starting quarterbacks out for the game. Jeez. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yep, they're doing to me what I did them to the first game. The first time I did this. Oh, oh well. And it's been a long time since I played this game too, outside of my first try, so it's a little bit better now. It's just now let's quickly look at that depth chart. Now you can have your own rules, how often you check the depth chart, because they have Grossman. We'll leave the receivers to where they're at. Leave those. I'm fine with that. Really, return game's the big thing. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. They might have kept it from the last time I did it, I don't know. There's not really a progression system, so there's not really a whole lot you can do sub-wise. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was my fault. I'm just not doing well. I don't like redoing videos, but something like this, I just wanted to do it right, because this is pretty important. I know this isn't something anyone requested, but I just thought doing this sounded like something interesting and something that I think some oh shit something that people could get into. Okay, Brad Johnson really. Okay, let's try to shut them down here. They got lucky. They don't have a great running game. I think that guy, their starter, I think he has some decent speed on him. The last game, the first time I played him, I think I beat them 28-7, and so far it looks like it's going to be the opposite, close to the opposite here. Alright, so cool part about Steer is that he can get out of the pocket. Any other quarterback, you're not going to do anything with them. Oh, fuck. Now, the clock won't accelerate to the 2-minute warning. So once you get within a certain range of the 2-minute warning, it'll stop accelerating. Oh, nice. If I can score a touchdown, I'm still in it. I just gotta... Why didn't Terrell just... Alright, there we go. Got that. The cool part about having those two on the side is they're both equal rating. So if one of them can get open, you're in good hands. Yeah. I'll be fine. There we go. That's pretty decent. Probably run the ball a little more second half. The big thing though was holding them, because I gave them a little too much time on the clock, but... There's a tip I learned, because I always used to press square to tackle, but RSG, I've been hearing his tips lately about not doing that just running into them was enough to get it. And that seems about right. So I've been trying that, and that seems to be working, because a lot of times I press it too early, and I over pursue or something. Now I don't know if having easy play on will affect, because I will say if I'm just going to leave the play clock on, then I won't have easy play on. There's no point to it. So you might see some different stuff in the next time I play this, but oh my god. You're better than that. Come on, you should have blocked that. He should have gotten that catch. But alright. Oh my god, how is he making these throws? I don't remember Johnson being that good, but okay. Let's try to hold them. Yeah, Bears are definitely a 4. Oh, there we go, a 4-3 team. I believe the Redskins are a 4-3 team as well. Start off with a. Oh man. You also want to change the audibles, because some of these audibles are not very good. Ooh. Oh, nice. May have wasted my timeout too early, but I needed to be able to get a better passing formation. Ah, he's too covered. Okay. Oh. L2, I believe, is run with the quarterback. I could start doing that, but I don't have enough time to run. He's not fast enough to make that much of a dent. Oh, I got sacked. Oh, my God. It's too far for a field goal. I'm just going to go for it. It's fourth down, too, so. Just going to Hail Mary it. Oh, I got sacked again? Really? Yeah, the line isn't the best in this. They got some good linemen, but it's not what it should be for this. And I wasted a turnover, too. So I'm only down by 10, though. So. Now, I also consider this game may not get as quick as Tecmo, because this game is definitely more sim-based. So maybe, so something along the lines of maybe the Super Nintendo version of Tecmo Super Bowl might be a better estimate of this with the accelerated clock, but it also depends on the game itself. Like, there's a lot of challenges and complete passes, timeouts, and that can make a difference too. Okay, they're really driving down. Oh, thank God. Alright. Yeah, let's just run the ball. That's not two passes, one player. Yeah, Johnson isn't that good, so. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there was just two. No. Little play action. Oh my god, they sacked me that time. Damn. I need to at least get in field goal range. I think I kind of am now, but I need to get closer. Oh, that's too far. Damn it. Try a field goal. I think I might be close enough for one to make it. It is a bit windy, so I won't move it too much on the side. Yeah, 45 is doable. Oh, I don't know if it's accurate enough. Yep, it wasn't. I missed it. Shit. I'm not gonna keep getting lucky. At some point, they're gonna score again. They've been driving down on me the whole game. Oh my god. Freaking. Try to. There we go. Okay. There we go. I feel like we're almost passing too much. You also may want to check your, because each coach has a different pass run ratio, and some coaches have it. Oh, thanks, Booker. Yeah, if you do tap X, they will run to the thing, which helps because you. Thanks, Thomas. Okay. It's gonna be tricky. Jeez, I should have just ran out of there. Little scramble action. Nah, didn't hit him in time. Ah, shit. No, I'm gonna go for it mainly because I can't make a field goal from there, and I don't think there's enough time for two scores. Oh fuck! There's just nothing. Everyone's just covered. It's too good defense. Oh, nice. Let's look at that again. Oh. Have to call some timeouts soon. Yeah. I would have had to go for it, because a field goal would have been... I couldn't have made that field goal. I should have made... If I made the last field goal, I would have been fine, but I missed it. And I had too many turnovers, too. I had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. Alright. Alright, I need to go quickly. Oh my god, jeez. Yeah, I blew that. Yeah, roughly the same score as the other game. It just one of those things. This thing just didn't go my way this time around. Well, good practice. Ah, couldn't dodge him. No, it wasn't there, but everyone's freaking covered us, so let's try all the way over there. No, wasn't there. I thought it was, but stupid play, but ah, ah. Well, there's no play clock, so I can. Ah, couldn't get him. I don't know. Whoa. Made some good deep throws to him, but I can't seem to. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but... Oh, fuck. So... So... So this game is gonna have one ran... about 30 minutes, really. So my goal is 20 to 30. It's like the brick end of 30 with the 5 minute with the accelerated clock. Next time I'm gonna do 5 minute with the play clock and see if that changes anything. I might turn off penalties in all honesty. I think I'll try doing all the other options except for my absolute last option will be turning like lessening the quarters. Like it would be 4. If I had to go to 3 with Excel, then I might as well keep 3 minute quarters without Excel, and that would be too long. So, because my goal is to try to maintain the balance, have the game be quick and more arcadey, but at the same time not lose the balance of run and pass at the same time. So that's what I'm experimenting this along with exploring the rosters, because no one's really done this kind of thing before. No one's ever like done this kind of analyzation of this game, so this is pretty experimental. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, thoughts, or suggestions about this game or tips, let me know in the comments. I look forward to learning about this because personally for me, this game is I consider this game pretty close to the Tecmo Super Bowl of our generation. Not necessarily better than Tecmo Super Bowl. I wouldn't go that far, but this game to me like symbolizes that kind of status because you have Michael Vick. He's kind of the Bo Jackson of this game. You have all these new things, these new ideas and new features that hasn't been technically been in a real football game before. Tecmo Super Bowl kind of do that. It's a lot similar to that in a lot of ways. So, but yeah. So next time. So I will say we're gonna start doing these games weekly. The first 8 episodes, this is gonna be weekly. Then either we'll jump right into bi-weekly or there might be a short break. But then we're going to go to bi-weekly and then we're going to just do 2 teams at a time. This could change though. I've considered doing 3 a week, but I stopped doing that because it's too much of a it's too much work than I can afford. But yeah, next team we're going to go to is the Bengals. That'll be the next team we're going to take a look at, and they're not very pretty here. I do like the historic team. Maybe one day we'll look at the historic teams through something, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.